to another video. Today we're back with a second preview of the European Championships, and this time it's Turkey versus Wales. So yeah, Wales' second fixture. Let's get into it. Obviously we're off the back of a 1-1 draw versus Switzerland, which is an okay result. I was looking for 3 points, and I think most Wales fans were, and that's what we wanted. But seeing as the way the game went, I'd take a 1-1 draw after going 1-0 down, but we did have a few good chances. Kiefer Moore had a chance to put us 1-0 up. I think if that had gone in, we could have maybe, 2-2 or 3-0, but I'd take a point in the end. Kiefer Moore did end up scoring in the end, and I think he had a terrific game. Danny Ward had a terrific game. Daniel James had a terrific game, and I think going into this Turkey game, you see everyone was saying that they're dark horses of this group, and you seen what Italy did to them. They absolutely destroyed them. So I don't want to talk too soon, but I think we could easily have it over Turkey, and I think it will be between us and Turkey now, especially if Italy go off and beat Switzerland. They've pretty much cemented their spot then, so it'll be between us and Turkey, obviously depending on the Switzerland results. But yeah, I think we can win this depending on how we play. But yeah, what's your thoughts going into this game then?
I think it'll be tough. I think it'll be quite similar to the Switzerland game. I think it'll be quite cagey, 90 minutes. Turkey might be better maybe at the off, and maybe second half we might come back into it. But obviously Italy are going to be playing Switzerland as well, which I think Italy will win that. Obviously they beat Turkey quite comfortably, so it looks like I do think Italy will finish top, and I think it's just all about that second spot really. I think it will be between us and Turkey. And this game is very, very vital and very important to us. Obviously, we need to put a good side out, and we'll have to go for our 4-11 definitely, because you never know what Turkey can do. I know they lost obviously 3-0 to Italy, but that's just one game, and they did play against a very, very good side. So it will be tough for both teams, but I think we just have to put our stronger side out and just hope for the best, play for the badge, and just try and get a good result out of it.
Yeah, obviously my predictions have already gone to pot pretty much. I said Italy will finish third, which is a bit of a silly decision, but there's always one surprise result. But anyway, moving on to injury news. So from the current squads of the players that got selected for both teams, there doesn't seem to be any injuries for either. Obviously we thought Aaron Ramsey had a slight injury, but he started for Wales against Switzerland, so there's no injuries for Wales, and from what I've seen there's no injuries for Turkey as well. From the selected squads, I think obviously all the injured players obviously wouldn't be selected, that's why there's no injuries. But moving on to key players then, starting off for Turkey, so I've highlighted Çalhanoğlu. I think he's a very good player. Good attacking midfielder, can create something. And I'd also go with Kagla Soyuncu as well, good strong solid centre-back for Leicester, very good player. Obviously they're Leicester's replacement to Harry Maguire, and I think he's done a good job. But would you add anyone to those two players then?
Yeah, I'm going to add two players. One will be their goal scorer. I think it's Burak Yilmaz. I think he had a very, very good season in the French league for Lille. I think actually for his top goal scorer, I think. So I think he'll be a definite threat for Turkey. And also for, is it Nikoshlu, I think he was on the West Brom.
Nikoshlu, West Brom.
I think he's a very decent midfielder. I thought he did very well for West Brom when he was playing for them on that short loan spell. And I think for Turkey he'll be a good defensive player for them.
Yeah, so now moving on to Wales' key players. For me, I'm going to go with Gareth Bale, obviously. Everyone knows what he can do. And after today's, the Switzerland game, Kiefer Moore, obviously he scored. I didn't put him in the first video, but from what he did in that Switzerland game, he's definitely got to be there. So I'm going to go with Bale and Kiefer Moore. But would you add anyone else to that, if there's any Turkey fans watching? Or would you keep it as just Bale and Moore?
I think I would add two players into this. Obviously after the Switzerland game, I'd have to go for Danny Ward. I think he deserves another game. I think he deserves to play against Turkey after that. First I'd have to say he was our man of the match for us. I thought he played very, very well, made some very crucial saves at times. And I think also for his pace, I'd have to go for Daniel James, I think, because I think without him on the pitch, we don't really have that quickness down the wings. I know we've got Bale, but in my opinion, I think he's past his best. I know he's got a good, he's good at finishing, and he's got good technique, but with his dribbling. But I think if we need someone with pure pace, we need Dan on, especially if we have to even use him as a sub, bring him on for like the last half hour. I think he could be someone that could really make a difference in our team. So I'd have to add in and Ward to those two.
Yeah. So now moving on to the starting 11s we go for. For me, I'd go with pretty much unchanged, just one change. So I'm going to go with Ward, Roberts, Davis, Cabango, Rodon, and yeah, that's my back line. Sorry, 2 changes in, and then Ampadu in for Morel with alongside Ramsey and Allen, and then Bale, Moore, and James up front. So yeah, 2 players changes. But what's your lineup for this game?
Yeah, I'll go with Ward and Roberts, Davis, and I'll go for, I think I'll keep the same back 2, I'll go for Rodon and Chris Mertham. Frame midfield, I'll go for Joe Allen, I'll go for, I think Ethan Ampadu in that defensive midfield spot, and then I'll go for Aaron Ramsey, and then 3 up top, I'll go for, it's tough. Because I don't know whether to start Dan James or maybe put him on the bench and bring him on for the last half hour, but I think we will probably start him. I think we'll probably play him, Bale and Kiefer Moore up front.
Yeah, so now finally moving on to predictions. This is a tough game. This is a must-win in my opinion. Obviously we got 1 point. It would be great if we could get 4 points out of 2 games. I think that would guarantee at least 3rd, and then we could push for 2nd then. So for me, as I said, it's a must-win. I'm going to predict the same as I did for Switzerland, a narrow 1-0 win. And I'm going to go with, I think it's going to be a scrappy goal. I'm going to go with Connor Roberts to get the goal. The Swansea right back, you know, one of our own. So yeah, I'm going to go with 1-0 Wales, Connor Roberts. But what's your prediction?
I'm going to go for, it will be a tie game, but I think I'm going to go for, yeah, my heart's saying, I think it'll be another 1-0 draw, but yeah, I'll stick with that. I'll go for a 1-0 draw. I think Yilmaz will score for Turkey, and I think Kiefer Moore will score for us.
Yeah, so obviously that's been it for this video, the second match preview of the tournament, and hopefully we'll be back tomorrow with another watch along. Most probably will, with all the boys again. But yeah, thanks for watching this, and stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks for watching.